It is time for us to bring in none other than Mike Cozzi. Morning, Mike.
Good morning.
So, you still getting rain down there?
No,
No? We're getting pounded with the rain up here right now.
all the rain's passing west of us.
Well, I wish that was going to be the case here, but we're meant to get anywhere between 5 and 6 inches of rain.
We're supposed to get a lot of wind, so we're probably going to lose power. And the way things work in New Jersey, we might have it back by Labor Day.
well, just imagine what's happening here. We had the tornado in our area, and the places that lost power. This really puts a big monkey wrench into the plans of getting their power back, because when you have the tornado, of course, it brings down all the poles and all the equipment that carries the power. So not just the lines. So that for the people that lost power here, I feel sorry for them, because we're meant to get a little bit of wind too. So I certainly hope they have generators.
Right. We're supposed to get a lot of wind, and it used to be when you lose power, you get it back in about an hour or two. Now they talk in days.
Yeah, no,
I guess technology works.
Sometimes. All right. Let's talk a little bit about baseball. And before we talk about the Yankees, boy, that Braves pitcher,
he tore his Achilles.
Oh, gosh. That was just, I saw the replay of that this morning, and it just
tears. Yeah, that's a bad thing.
It tears your heart out. It really does. I mean, here you are. First of all, you're in a 60-game season as it is. You've started late as it is. Maybe the only bright spot for him is he'll be ready for next season.
You hope.
Yeah.
I mean, Achilles is a bad injury, and it happens. It's a freak thing. There's no reason that happens. It just happens, and it's an unfortunate injury.
Yeah, remember when it happened to Mariano Rivera, just shagging flies in the outfield?
Yeah, in the outfield.
Just shagging flies.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's you don't know when it's going to wear out and pop, and it's a bad thing when it does, because your leg's like useless.
All right. Well, anyways, the Mets got a much-needed win yesterday over Atlanta. And deGrom looked okay.
Did he?
Yeah, he looked okay. I was watching the Yankee game, and then I switched over to the Major League Baseball Network when the rain delay came, and watched some of the. He did look. He did look good. He looked good. It's just really. I mean, am I glad the Yankees are 8-1? I guess so, but it's all meaningless. This is until the playoffs come. I guess it's just foolish. I don't know.
Playoffs? There's not going to be any playoffs.
I tend to agree with you. Oh, but anyways, so the Yankees won, and how about San Diego's finally playing after all these years playing pretty decent ball this spring.
It doesn't mean anything. Talking about all this baseball is like saying, how many days until the Easter Bunny's going to bring me a chocolate egg?
Yeah.
They're not going to finish playing. You don't know who's playing. You don't know who opted out. You don't know who's doing what. It's a calamity. At least hockey's got some form to it. The Rangers are getting their butts kicked every day.
That's right.
Hey,
you're right about baseball.
I've been on here a long time with you, right?
Yeah.
And I always said the Rangers will never win a Stanley Cup as long as Henrietta's playing between the pipes. It's still happening. I don't know why the other goalie's not playing. I mean, maybe they feel bad for Lundqvist, but there's no way this guy should be playing in the NHL anymore. He should be out. He should be done. If the Rangers have any aspirations to win a Stanley Cup, they got to get rid of him. People still hold on to him, and they say how great, what a great goalie he's been for the Rangers. In my book, Mike Richter's been the greatest goalie for the Rangers in the last 75 years. And why, Marshall?
It was Ed Giacomin and then Richter. You're right.
Oh, no, Richter's number one. He won a Stanley Cup.
That's exactly right. But I mean, still, the fan favorites. If you're a Ranger fan.
Giacomin and Richter are the two fan favorites.
Yeah.
Why they like this guy, I have no idea. And when you speak to Ranger fans, they say, "Oh, he won a world championship for Sweden," and that affects you how?
That's right. It doesn't do me any good.
No.
Thank
God.
So
the Rangers are on the brink again. One more game, they're finished. They have to win 3 games in a row against Carolina, and I don't think that's happening. So
I'm just glad I was alive to see the Rangers win a Stanley Cup. That's all. I'm one of the,
Yeah,
one
not
of the,
many people are going to be able to say that.
No, I know. It's just, all right, and you're
Hey,
right.
that football league you were talking about, was that the XFL that we were talking about?
And guess who purchased that?
The Rock.
The Rock.
Guess for how much?
$15 million.
$15 million. Talk about a bad investment.
Well, actually, that's peanuts. Actually,
Maybe he needs a write-off.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
$15 million. Is there any sports franchise worth $15 million? Never mind a league.
A whole league.
Holy smoke.
Oh, goodness gracious. You got to love sports, you do. But you're right about baseball, because it was announced yesterday that 7 Cardinals and 6 staff tested positive, and their series with Detroit is off. This schedule is so screwed up. The Yankees were meant to play a doubleheader. Now they're going to have 2 7-inning games in Philadelphia. It's
Yeah, I mean, the way that the schedules are made up, where you have the either National League or American League, whatever location it is, playing against each other, and then when you have one or, God forbid, 2 teams from that pod going down, the whole thing just falls by the wayside. So it's only a matter of time until this thing gets knocked off, in my opinion.
And here's the funny thing. The Yankees are scheduled to play a doubleheader in Philadelphia, I think, tomorrow, 2 7-inning games. One of the games is considered a Yankee home game. Come on. How can that be considered a Yankee home game? Come on.
That last.
Yeah.
I mean, does it matter where you play anymore? There's no crowd involved. So, I mean, it's kind of like hockey with right now you have a 5-round going on simultaneously with positioning rounds for the other teams. Positioning for what? What time you play? Because they're all playing in the same building. Nobody's playing anywhere different. And with baseball, if you're home or away or you're playing in Roosevelt Stadium in Union City, New Jersey, it doesn't matter because there's no people in the stands. So it's just a game being played. It doesn't matter where you're playing. The only thing about home or away is, are you on the bus or not?
And
I don't know.
My message to Fox Sports and to ABC Sports: stop with these virtual fans. ABC Sports put virtual fans watching the NBA game, and Fox puts virtual fans in the outfield.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Stop it.
Yep. A little bit of I saw of it. I mean, they have these things moving in the stands. That was like, what the heck is going on there? What is that?
It looks like video game people when I played video games back 35 years ago. It's stupid.
Well,
it's stupid.
Do people need to be? First it was let's see sports. So now you got sports. Now you have to see people in the stands. You have to see fake people moving in the stands. I mean, come on, give me a break. Get the organ grinder and the monkey out if you're that desperate to see things moving around. You got your game on.
Yesterday, I thought it was great. The Yankee guys who work on the field, the ground crew, they were scattered throughout the stadium. And they were sitting there because they knew that they were going to get thunderstorms and everything, but they weren't in their normal positions. They were actually in seats, and it was kind of funny to see them in seats and stuff like that. But anyway, it's just
it is. I mean, it's the same thing when I watch real sports like horse racing at Saratoga, and you see people around. You're like, wow, why are these people there? I mean, they're letting owners go in and. That's about it, but there's been a lot of owners, I think, being seen up in Saratoga. And I still wonder, if you're an owner at the track, do they have a window open you can bet at? I don't know. I mean, if your horse is running and you have a pretty good shot to win, you're going to want to bet on it. So they should at least give it to you, because if you don't have an online account, you can't bet. And if you're in New Jersey, if you own a horse and you live in New Jersey, and you're running at Saratoga and you have to use your online account, you can't, because the 4NJ Bets monopoly doesn't allow you to bet out of state. Pretty good thing, huh?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Now, is Saratoga racing today?
No.
No, okay.
And I don't know if they'll be racing tomorrow because of the rain and whatnot's going to hit up there, so we'll see, though. But if they're running tomorrow, we'll come up with a pick. I just got to go out to Staples and get my my ink and print and get that done early before the power goes out here until Christmas.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll speak to you tomorrow.
I believe me, I hope so. I got a freezer full of meat. I don't want that to go bad.
All right. Take care, Mike.
Have a great day, guys.
Mike Cozzi with a check on sports this morning here on The Breakfast Club on Robin Hood Radio. Of course, you can always hear Mike online, robinhoodradio.com. Click on demand, click on sports with Mike Cozzi.